Alright. So, Nintendo filed their patent after Palworld came out, right? You're like, huh? What? Yeah, they did. Look, I was sitting here trying to get my thoughts together. I wasn't even thinking about putting any content out until tomorrow. But this caught my attention. Listen to this. Oh, by the way, hello viewers. Another beautiful day. Yep. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. Listen to this. Exceedingly plausible. Nintendo crafted patent claims to specifically target Palworld, says IP experts. Developer Pocket Pair is currently being sued. But here's where it gets interesting. You ready? Says here, oh, by the way, what's up, Eurogamer? Listen to this. Following last week's shocking announcement, Nintendo is suing Palworld maker Pocket Pair for infringing of multiple patent rights. And IP experts has claimed it's exceedingly plausible. Nintendo crafted its patent application specifically to target Palworld. Writing for GameIndustry.biz, Andrew Velzen, an associate at law firm MBHB, started by summarizing some of the intellectual property discovery legal experts have made so far since word of Nintendo lawsuit surfaced last week, starting with 4 key patent applications highlighted by Japanese attorney Kiyoshi Kurihara. It says these patent claims, explains Velzen, all related to different aspects of catching, slash, or riding, combat characters, airborne rideable characters, and field characters using players' characters. Notably, all 4 patent applications were filed onto pre-existing parent patents by Nintendo and the Pokemon Company after the release of Palworld, and have been accelerated to influence in using Japanese expedited examination procedures. It says here, however, Velzen noted Nintendo didn't stop there. The company also filed 2 similar patents with the United States Patent and Trademark Office in May 2024, again after the release of Palworld, and several months after the Pokemon Company announced it would be investigating whether Palworld infringed on any intellectual property rights related to Pokemon. It says here, one of these U.S. patent application, then it says in parentheses, U.S. App-3, relates to the in-game activity of throwing or either catching items or fighting characters in a virtual space, while the other, U.S. App-4, focus on boarding and objects. It says select from several objects the player characters own in order to provide instruction causing it to move, with specific mention of this happening while airborne. As with its Japanese patent claim, Nintendo paid to have the examination of its patent claims substantially expedited. Then it says, based on this information, Velzen says, it is not overly speculative to assume Nintendo filed its U.S. patent application with the intention of targeting Palworld. He adds, it also exceedingly plausible that these claims were crafted to read on aspect of Palworld. It says, while Nintendo lawsuit is only targeting Japan at present, Velzen note, it is of interest that the company U.S. patent claim have both been rejected during the expedited examination process. U.S. App-3 only for lacking subject matters eligibility, and U.S. App-4 for obviousness. Nintendo still has until October to amend its claim and / or argue against the rejection, try to and get its application across the finish line. It says if Nintendo, then it says in parentheses close parentheses, Nintendo litigation proceed reasonably successful in Japan and no global settlement is reached, and that's double I in parentheses, the claim in the patent application above do not require substantial modification in order to arrive at allowance. Nintendo will undoubtedly have the opportunity to file a similar suit for patent infringement in the U.S. Valzen explained before adding, "These are admittedly two pretty substantial ifs." And then he says, regardless though, he continues, "I think we are seeing just how seriously Nintendo views the threat of Palworld." In a statement last week, Palworld developer Pocket Pair confirmed it had received notice of Nintendo legal action, but said it was unaware of the specific patent we are accused of infringing upon. It has, however, vowed to fight Nintendo's lawsuit to ensure small studios are not hindered or discouraged from pursuing creative ideas. And then it says here, the developer also released Palworld for PlayStation 5 across 68 countries and regions this week, although Japan wasn't one of them, leading many to assume Nintendo's lawsuit is to blame. And that is the end of the article. And then it asks a little question here. It got 48,379 votes. It say, "What is your reaction to the PS5 Pro reveal? How much? 1. Am I getting one? 2. Only if it gets a lot cheaper in the future. 3. I'm still tempted. 4. No, but seriously, how much?" Those are the 5 choices you got to pick from. But anyway, that's the end of the article. So, yeah. Like they said in the article that it's going to take 5 years. This is going to be a battle. These patents were filed after Palworld was released, not before, and that is a big difference. If it was one thing, if it was filed before Palworld came out, but when Palworld came out, and the success it's having on PC and consoles, and now add PlayStation to the mix, it's going to be a battle in court, a real one. So Pocket Pair lawyers are ready to go to battle, or go to war, so to speak. But Nintendo now, they're caught between a rock and a hard place because they got rejected in the US. So now they got until October to to refile or try to fight it. So yeah, the saga continues, folks. So yeah, I wasn't even thinking about doing this. I was minding my own business. Wasn't even thinking about putting no content out until I saw this, and I'm like, oh. So let me tackle it. But anyway, yeah, this is gonna be a battle, man. Yeah. So Palworld versus Pokemon, or Pokemon versus Palworld. So, or Pocket Pair versus Nintendo. It's gonna be a battle, man. So yeah, in court, because the patent was filed after Palworld came out, not before, and that is huge. That's a huge mistake on Nintendo's part. That's a huge mistake, huge. So yeah, and then the clock is ticking to get their paperwork filed. So yeah, that's the story with this, man. So Pocket Pair is not backing down one bit. So they're trying to defend small independent developers. So yeah, let the games begin with this one. And Palworld is in what, 68 countries? Doesn't that remind you of something? Like this remind you of like what like when Microsoft was getting all those support for the Activision Blizzard court case. When they purchased Activision Blizzard, yeah. So this is going to be interesting because Palworld is with Xbox, it's on PC, it's on, yeah, and now PlayStation. So Nintendo is caught between a rock and a hard place. If they would have filed the patent before Pocket Pair came out, they have a solid case. But since they don't, they didn't or they don't, they didn't file it before the game came out. Like let's say they filed the patent like say 2 years before the game came out, then they got a solid case. But now you filed it after. So now, what it seems like to me is like you're desperate. You're chasing clout. So, yeah, you're caught between a rock and a hard place on this one, man. So yeah, and then you got rejected by the U.S. So now that makes it even worse. So yeah, and then you got 68 countries. So 68 countries might turn around and be like, okay, we support Pocket Pair. So yeah, but I'll keep you guys up to date on what's going on with this. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video though. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars, Star Trek, Board, Dark Side. Come. Peace.